Our senior reporter Sifon joins me live from Abuja to talk to us about the ongoing Freennamdikanu protest. Sifon, thank you for talking to us at this time. We understand that the protesters, after being dispersed, converged elsewhere. Who are those leading the protest this time, and how is this affecting movement in the FCT?
Well, talking about movement in the FCT, the city centre and indeed the Federal Secretariat has been cordoned off. Security forces have cut off access to the Federal Secretariat, the 3am zone, the National Arcade, the Eagle Square, and the Federal Ministry of Finance, where you can see standing in front of that building. And if you look a lot behind me, you will see the security cordon mounted by operatives of the Nigeria Police Force. They are not allowing anybody cross that sentry into the area beyond that, including government officials. And of course, this area is host to government offices. So government officials mostly have not been allowed access into their offices, and that for them is not going down. Them are now, rerouting their way back home, and I've also expressed some anger that they would have been given some notice that they should stay away from work today to allow security operatives to do their thing.
I understand that there is a court order stopping the protesters from going to the street today. What do you think may have, encouraged them to go ahead with this protest despite the court order?
Well, I wouldn't know what would have encouraged them to go ahead with the protest. I don't speak for them. I report just exactly what we've seen. But what we've seen on the street is that at several places in the FCT where they managed to hit the streets and protest, like the Maitama area, and trying to make their way as far as the Bega area, they were dispersed. And several tear gas canisters were fired. At some point in time, tear gas, was shot at this location and were caught in the fray, but we had to scamper for safety.
Ahead of this protest, was any notice released, by security agencies to the public, perhaps to notify them? And how well do you think the security agencies really managed the situation today?
Well, I didn't quite hear that question, but if you're asking about how they are managing the situation right now, well, to the best of what we have noticed, it's not been a smooth sailing at all, because the security cordon has brought untold hardship, especially for motorists plying this route and for those coming in from the artery roads, like from the axis, the Maraba Yanya axis, those coming from the Buhari axis, those coming from the airport axis. Those areas have been cut off. Those are the artery roads that actually bring vehicles or bring commuters into the metropolis of Abuja. That has been cut off. So for many persons that, tried to come to work this morning, including me, I had to spend roughly 2 to 3 hours in traffic to make it to the city center or to make it to the office, so we can have this broadcast.
And that's our senior reporter Sifon Essien live for us in Abuja. Thank you for talking to us.